Hey guys, what is going on? This is your old pal CHH here. Not going to be a super long video today. First off, happy Saturday. I hope everybody just has a fantastic weekend. Please be safe. It's starting to get warm if you're in the South. Album of the day. I'm going to give you guys an album of the day recommendation right now. My album of the day is actually going to be Blue Oyster Cult's Fire of Unknown Origin. Now, of course, this record's likely known for Burnin' For You, which was a huge hit, one of the first MTV hits, I think, when they started doing MTV music videos. But the record's fantastic. Songs like Joan Crawford is fantastic. Other songs like Fire of Unknown Origin, the title track, are just great songs. Such an underrated band. That's the reason I have them tattooed on me right there. I love Blue Oyster Cult. So that's the album of the day. Guys, so this year is going to be the biggest year, I think, of physical media possibly ever. And I say that not, I'm not trying to say that to be facetious. I mean, it's one of them. I think you can look at the past 10, 12 years and seen some big years. 2020 was a big one. Of course, 2014 with the Halloween box set may be one of the greatest releases of all time. The insanity for that was just, it was incredible, and I remember it vividly. I loved it so much. So guys, here's the deal. If you missed the Cliff McMillan interview we just did last week on the channel, he told us that big things are coming. One of the things he said to us was that he got himself a huge deal with Warner Brothers, a huge Warner Brothers deal. Now, what movies are we talking about? Obviously, Warner Brothers owns the rights to Friday the 13th in total, with the exception of the first 8 Paramount movies. Paramount has the licensing and the right to release those movies on home video, but in terms of everything from Jason Goes Straight to Hell on, all New Line in terms of releasing t-shirts, clothes, toys, all of that is New Line. The only thing Paramount has now is just simply releasing the Paramount Friday films on home video. So that's why we got the remake on 4K from Arrow. We got Jason Goes Straight to Hell, Jason X, and if anybody's seeing this, that's not a usual viewer of the channel. That's what we call the movie on this channel, is Jason Goes Straight to Hell. Another thing that's been announced but hasn't been announced, if you watch an interview, Cliff kind of knew what he was doing. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 and Texas Chainsaw The Beginning, they're going to be coming out on 4K UHD. Now, you guys know how Arrow operates. This is no surprise. So, yes, expect both cuts of Texas Chainsaw Massacre The Beginning to be available on 4K. That's going to be big news. Now, here's stuff that Cliff has talked about, but this is not really me giving anything away in terms of this. Don't worry, this is not the main point of this video. But one of the things Cliff actually said, guys, was that, be ready. He made it sound like there's going to be titles coming out from Arrow that we probably not in a million years would have thought would come out from Arrow. And this is super exciting. I literally can't wait to see what's in store. And a few of the other things that got mentioned was some of the Criterion releases like we get in 4Ks overseas over the next coming months. Movies like I think To Live and Die in L.A. would have been one of them. Thief, the James Caan film, was another one. Rawhead Rex was another one, but that was Kino Lorber. My point is they previewed a lot of titles, as well as Creepshow 2, and it sounds like Creepshow 2 is not going to be till down the road, possibly wintertime this year. So that'll be something you guys can look forward to down the road at the end of the year. Yes, I'm getting a Freddy tattoo, but it's not done right now. Everybody bullied me into getting a Freddy tattoo. Anyway, so here's what we got going on, guys. Arrow teased a Ninja Turtle thing today, and I want to talk to you guys about this. Let's watch the teaser, and then we'll talk. Okay, here's the teaser. Okay, guys, so a lot of people are running off on the internet with this, and it looks like, a lot of people are saying, oh, great, they're putting out Ninja Turtles, the 1990 film, on home video. Now, I've been getting some DMs, as well as there's just a lot of chatter about this online. Well, what about Secret of the Ooze? What about Part 3? Now, listen, most people don't like those sequels, especially Part 3, which, for some reason, Warner Brothers started calling it Turtles in Time. That was not the name of the film. The name of the movie was Ninja Turtles 3. The video game became very popular that they put out on arcades and Super Nintendo, so that name kind of got adopted with everything. But the movie is called Ninja Turtles 3. Just kind of being nerdy for a second. So a lot of people are asking if these are going to be all 3 films coming out, just the first film coming out. Now, listen, I can't just say outright whether I know or not, but and I'm not saying I'm somebody, but most of you could probably figure out how and why I might know. I can't talk about that, but what I can say is this. What sounds more reasonable to you? Hey, Warner Brothers, we would love to license out the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle films for you guys. What do you think? You know, we've got the deal with you guys. What do you think about that? Well, you can only do the first film. I mean, we're not licensing you 2 and 3. Absolutely not. There's no way we can let that go. We're going to do that ourselves. Does that make sense? Or, hey guys, we'd love to do releases for the Ninja Turtle films. We'd love to do blah blah blah. We'd love to do 1, 2, and 3. You guys want to do 2 and 3? Okay, sure, please. Now, which one of those two scenarios makes more sense to you? Exactly. That's all I'm saying. So, I mean, listen, this is huge news. This Warner deal that Cliff has and publicly has talked about, he's very proud of getting this Warner deal, and it sounds like he should be. This just seems to be scratching the surface of what titles are going to be coming out from Arrow. It sounds like this Warner deal, if this is the caliber of stuff we can start looking forward to. Now, listen, when I say caliber, I understand not everybody is a huge fan of the Ninja Turtle sequels. I get it. I think most people can say that they like the first film. But what I'm talking about is name recognition. The name recognition of some of this stuff, guys, I think is about to blow the lid off of this place, blow the roof off the place in terms of what Arrow is going to be doing. I mean, this Warner deal could end up putting Arrow over the top of any other company. Now, one of the things that we did talk about in the interview was the Nightmare on Elm Street remake and Freddy vs. Jason. He said at the time he couldn't get the Elm Street remake, but I told him that Warner's not putting the remake or Freddy vs. Jason in these supposed box sets as far as we know, at least not overseas. Maybe in America they might, but he did say publicly, okay, I'm going to go back and talk to Warner about that. And I know he doesn't have to be quiet about that because he's got the relationship and the deal with Warner to put out their title. So if indeed it does come out on 4K from a boutique label, the only one it could possibly come out from is Arrow, which is why he talked about that publicly on the video, on the interview we did. So, and I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Arrow ends up doing releases for Elm Street 2010. And Freddy vs. Jason, maybe not, but more than likely, yeah. But with Elm Street 2010, I think that'll more than likely come from Arrow down the road. And I know it's not everybody's favorite, but listen, guys, like I said, I can't just outright say anything one way or the other, but let's put on our thinking caps. Would Warner Brothers say, no, we can't let you do 2 and 3. We got to hold that to ourselves? What makes more sense, that or, oh, you guys want to do 2 and 3? Well, of course, do 2 and 3. Like, you want to put out 3? Okay. Like, which one makes more sense? This shouldn't be too difficult to figure out, guys. So, but in all, it's exciting. And I think a lot of people, they would prefer, hey, of course, we'd rather have all of them rather than just one of them. Some people may say, no, I just want the first movie. And I get that too. But as collectors, you want to finish off the series of something. So that's probably a safe bet, but, I don't know anything. So there you go, guys. That's the news. I mean, this is really exciting to me. I hope you guys are excited as I am about the stuff coming. And like I said, what's to come. I think the stuff that might get announced is going to blow the roof off the place coming forward. So there you have it, guys. Stay tuned for more. This is your old pal CHH. Have a good, safe weekend. Be careful, guys. Don't do anything stupid. No drinking, no driving, nothing like that. God bless y'all. Love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all very soon. Huge, giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind-the-scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.